I am genuinely excited for all of you who are about to see Avengers Endgame this weekend. Sincerely. Star Wars. It's a fucking shit show! What you think you see, what you think you hear, that's what it's about. Mood and atmosphere. No, it's fucking garbage. It's garbage. Mood and atmosphere. Now that I really like. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Yes, that's right. In this video, this video is going to act as kind of like an introspection, a rant, if you will. Because, people are about to see Avengers Endgame. Now, I'm not one of them, and that's not because I don't think it's good or anything like that, but for those of you that are not new to my channel, you already know this, but for those of you that might be tuning in for the very first time, I'm not a big superhero guy. I like your staples, like your Batman, your Spider-Man, your Superman, but those, like, everybody loves those guys. So I'm always up for seeing, a Batman movie or, whatever the case is. But when it comes to the broader cinematic superhero universe, I don't care. I didn't grow up with comics. I don't think I've ever read a comic in my life. I didn't grow up with those characters. I'm just not emotionally attached to them. So I won't see Avengers Endgame in the movie theater just because I don't care about it. You know what I mean? I'll catch it eventually on Netflix or, whatever, 5 months from now or whatever the case is. I am, however, a big Star Wars fan. Now, when I say big Star Wars fan, I'm a big fan of the movies, okay? I don't care about the EU and Legends and the comics and the books and the cartoons and the games. Well, the games I kind of like. I mean, they're always, fun to play. But I've always been a big fan of the movies. That, to me, is Star Wars. So anything that happens in Star Wars in the movies, that's legit. I hate the fact that now I have to go and read a book, paragraph 3, page 280, sentence 2, in order for something to make sense in something that I saw in the movie. It's like, no, fuck off with that shit. Make it make sense in the fucking movie. Anyway, so when The Force Awakens was coming out in 2015, the electricity and the excitement and the anticipation surrounding that movie was off the fucking chain, as the kids say today. I mean, it was Endgame level shit. Because for 40-year-old guys like me, you could make the argument that we weren't waiting 10 years for a Star Wars movie because most of us didn't like the prequels. We had been waiting 32 years for a Star Wars movie, going all the way back to 1983's Return of the Jedi. So, the electricity and the anticipation. I mean, Luke was back, Han was back, Leia was back, Chewie was back, 3PO and R2 were back, and all these new characters and practical effects and shooting on location, and fuck it, and the poster and Chewie, we're home. And all, I mean, it was just fuck. It was amazing. I was crying. It was incredible. And I remember walking into the theater and it was like, the electricity and everybody in there and the kibitzing back and forth and the banter and the excitement and, the Lucasfilm logo comes up and the cheering, and it was amazing. And I'm somebody that liked The Force Awakens. I thought it was what it needed to be. I didn't think it was perfect. There were things about it I would have done differently, but I thought it was solid. I thought it was very good. It got Star Wars back on track. And I liked the new characters. I liked the chemistry. I liked the flow. I like what JJ set up. And then Rian Johnson fucked it up. He fucked it up. And it has nothing to do with my 40-year-old fanboy expectations that were not met, and everything to do with serious story structure, narrative, and character development problems in that movie that you don't do when you're approaching the second act of a 3-act play. Rian Johnson appeared to be, doing shit that was avant-garde for the sake of being avant-garde, and you don't do that. If you want to do that on your own time, in your own trilogy, starting from the foundation, that's fine. But you don't do it as the second guy in. I've said this before on my channel. It's like me saying once upon a time there was an old lady who went to a park on a beautiful sunny day, and she sat on the park and she was eating some lunch and feeding some pigeons. And I hand it off to you, okay? And you go, no, it wasn't an old lady, it was a man. And it wasn't a park, it was a football arena. And it wasn't pigeons, it was doves. And it wasn't lunch, it was breakfast. And it's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you want to do that, then do it from the ground up. You don't come in and just go, yeah, everything that was happening, ooh, look at us, we're being risky. And it's like, no, you're fucking shit up is what you're doing. Anyway, that's a whole other fucking thing. So I wasn't a big fan of the movie. I saw it once in the theater, didn't see it again. Why would I? And then I saw it once on Netflix, and I fucking was bored. There were certain little moments I thought were kind of cool, but overall it was a fucking dog shit show. So they fucked up. So the anticipation for the rise of Skywalker, I feel sad. Like, yes, there's some anticipation. There's always going to be anticipation for a Star Wars film. But when I look at the Marvel fans, and I look at you guys and the excitement on your faces, I mean, Avengers Endgame is the epic conclusion of your sweat and tears and money and emotional investment into these characters over 12 fucking years. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like watching somebody you care about open a gift on Christmas morning, and you see them so happy and so excited, and you can't help but smile and feel that excitement yourself because you know what it's like. You know what it's like. You've been there. You know what it's like. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Yeah. Woo! You love it. And then it makes me sad because I look at The Rise of Skywalker, a trailer that I actually quite liked, but for the most part, it's crickets. Now, will the anticipation and excitement build as we get closer to December? Yes. But the anticipation for that movie should be maybe not quite Endgame anticipation, because comparing Star Wars and Marvel is pretty much apples and oranges. I mean, you have 22 films over 12 years. You have 9 episodic films over 42 years. Star Wars took a lot of breaks. There were a lot of bad movies in there that a lot of people didn't give a fuck about. There were many times that Star Wars needed CPR. Okay. And very rarely has Marvel needed that. They've been consistent. You got to give credit where credit is due. And they've been consistently fucking awesome. And I don't have to see those movies to know that, because I know people in the industry. I work in the industry. I have friends that are superhero nuts. And I read the reviews. I listen to you. I watch. I know it. I know it. They're consistent. Miss here or there, but not Star Wars. And it's so disappointing because although we would not have the time in terms of the many movies to get emotionally attached to Rey, Finn, or Poe, we absolutely should be more emotionally attached to them than we are now. And JJ set it up, and Rian Johnson threw it out. And now JJ's back, and in JJ I trust. I believe The Rise of Skywalker will be a better Star Wars movie than The Last Jedi, because I think JJ Abrams knows Star Wars, and I don't think he's going to fuck it up, but he's behind the 8 ball. And there's no doubt in my mind, as you've heard me say, that JJ, he says all the right things in front of the camera, but I know when he's at home with his buddies or his wife having a beer on his own time behind closed doors, he's no doubt said, the fuck did he do? He fucked everything up. Absolutely. And may have been one of the reasons why he came back, because he's like, okay, I'm going to fucking try to salvage something here. The problem is that The Rise of Skywalker is supposed to be, for all intents and purposes, the end game of Star Wars. Now, again, take that with a grain of salt, but it's the final fucking movie of the saga that started, the episodic films now, that started 42 years ago. The anticipation for this movie should be higher than it is. Maybe not Endgame, but it should be in that ballpark. It should be Force Awakens. Absolutely. And if they hadn't fucked up with The Last Jedi, I don't know why JJ just should have done all 3. But anyway, if they hadn't fucked up, we would have that anticipation or something along those lines. And it's just so disappointing. Yes, anticipation will grow as we get another trailer and more posters and all that kind of shit, more information. But I'm just like, it's just so disappointing. But yet I'm so excited to see all you guys, all you superhero Marvel fans, fucking losing your shit. Because I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely happy for you. I'm living vicariously through your fucking excitement. I think it's great. And I can only hope that something is salvaged with The Rise of Skywalker. And my message to Disney and to J.J. Abrams and to Kathleen Kennedy and to Lucasfilm would simply be, don't pull any punches. Go balls to the wall. This is the epic, this is supposed to be your end game of Star Wars. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? This is your epic conclusion to 9 fucking movies over 42 years. And although there has been a gigantic shit right in the middle of this fucking thing, you just don't hold back. Make it as epic as fucking possible. Just fucking let it all out. Fucking bring Luke back. Fucking have him as a Force ghost fighting Palpatine. Like, I'm at a point where I don't fucking care. Do it. Do it. Wow. Woo! Do it. Do it. Why not?
Yeah, but Dave, in section 5 of the EU book, paragraph 3, it says that Force ghosts can't interact with the living.
I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Do it. Do it. You need to do it. You need to do it because the Rise of Skywalker cannot play it safe. You cannot play it safe. I mean, you can't go completely avant-garde because then you're just going to get another Last Jedi. But what I'm saying is that take some risks. You know, kill off Rey, or kill Kylo. You know, or you know, have it that the new order is called Skywalker, and you know Luke was the last Jedi. Like, you got to do something, man. I mean, if there's ever a time to go balls to the wall and deliver the epic Star Wars movie to end all Star Wars movies, if you know what I mean. Obviously, there will be more, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? If this is it. This is ending the saga that started it all. This is the time to deliver epicness. Bring back Luke as a Force ghost, man. Bring him back. Have him lifting fucking shit up and fucking stuff. Bring back Qui-Gon. Have Qui-Gon. Bring back Darth Maul. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because it's gotta be fucking epic. I mean, it's gotta make sense in the story and it has to feel organic and not shoehorned in. I'm not saying you do it carelessly. I'm just saying, and I'm not even saying that that's what you should do. I'm just saying that I'm using that as an example. This is it. Like, this is what you gotta do. I mean, I hear that the last hour of Avengers Endgame is like balls to the wall. Well, this is what Star Wars has to do. No, you don't have to copy it, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm really hoping that there's, and in JJ I trust, but this is it, guys. The end. The Rise of Skywalker better be the fucking epic Star Wars movie that we've been waiting for. Like, just like, whoa! Now that was awesome. Will it be? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I envy you. I envy you, Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, about to walk in this weekend and see Avengers Endgame, the superhero movie to end all superhero movies, as the figure of speech goes. In JJ I trust. But man, what a missed opportunity. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Enjoy Avengers Endgame this weekend, folks. Enjoy it. Live it. Soak it up. Smile. Revel in the electricity in the air when you sit down in the theater. Have a big grin on your face through all the ads that come on before the movie. All the fucking 25 minutes of ads, just sit there with a big grin on your face. Like you've never sat there before through those kinds of ads. Because you know what's coming is fucking 3 hours of epic awesomeness. I envy you. Enjoy it. Live it up. Live it up! Anyways, folks, my name's Dave McRae. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can. Facebook.com/manythingsdave McRae. Link in the description. That's where I tend to post in the meantime and in between time when I'm not posting here. Yeah. All my links are down there. Balls to the wall, man! I mean, it's got to make sense. You don't want to do something crazy. You know, I mean, like crazy to the point where it's like, well, this is ridiculous. But if there's ever a time to make it epic, this is it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy Avengers Endgame. Cheers.